Bulldog TV welcomes you to the following presentation of the 2022 winter sports season at Centennial High School.
And welcome Bulldogs to a 2023 presentation of Girls Swim brought to you by Bulldog TV. I'm Dylan Larson. I'm here with my co-commentator, Ms. Strobel. Ms. Strobel, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic.
Glad to hear, glad to hear. And this is a special event here tonight because this is the last girls home meet, last home swimming meet that Centennial will ever have and for this foreseeable future. Kind of a bittersweet moment here tonight.
It definitely is, definitely is.
And so I think right now we're going through the senior introductions, something to honor the seniors here as we see balloons and flowers and gifts being passed out. Very excited. So let's see who the next senior out is.
Come down this way. Start walking. All right, our next senior is Kyle Garrison. Parents Chris and Sarah Garrison.
It's always fun as an athlete to be recognized as an athlete, have your parents there with you, and making this great big deal about it. And I know it's very awesome as a senior to be recognized right now.
It definitely is. In my school career, it's awesome to have that honor at the end of the season, all the work you put in over the 4 years or even just 1 year. But either way, it's really nice to have your parents beside you, your team beside you. And yeah, it's definitely a bittersweet moment as well because you understand that your career is coming to an end most likely, but for sure your high school career is coming to an end. So it's definitely a moment.
It is. It is. And all the time, I know that as a younger girl, you know, having these leaders being with you and helping you out has been fantastic.
I still remember my freshman year having the seniors kind of take you under your wing, and then at the end of the year, it's sad to see them go, but then you kind of follow in their footsteps and kind of take what they've taught you and hopefully excel even higher.
Yes. Senior Aurora Martinez with her mom, who is the assistant coach, helping out here at Centennial. Jen Martinez.
And the head coach tonight for Centennial, Camille Arnold. She's a big impact for these girls as well.
Yes.
All right, last senior, Tegan Montoya. The parents, Brian and Courtney Montoya. Tegan is also a 4-year member of the Bulldog swim program. And after she graduates...
So you see some emotions in the background there from the teammates, a little sad. It's definitely a sad moment for all the teammates and everything. It's sad to see them go, but at the same time, all these girls are wishing them a great rest of their lives and a great swimming career wherever it may take them.
Swimming career, college, a lot of girls will not move on to swimming in college. So this was a 4-year thing. Some of the girls, I mean, they might not even be all 4 years, but just getting in and being a part of this program is a really special and unique thing that not everybody says that they can be a part of.
Definitely. As from right to left, we see Brielle Baca, Kyla Garrison,
Aurora Martinez.
And then last will be Tegan Montoya when she gets over there. And just a real exciting moment for this team here. Hopefully trying to get out here tonight and in this tri-duel being there's 3 teams here tonight competing. But hopefully these girls can pick up a few wins and maybe hit some PRs tonight.
Yes.
Appreciate all your guys' hard work.
capturing some great memories, great pictures. They'll always have. I still have all of my old swim pictures as well. So congratulations, seniors. That's pretty exciting. And parents for all of the time that they've helped put in and support and everything. Yeah, these girls have put a lot of hours into this pool. They're not done with the season yet. There's Coach Camille at the end, shaking hands. She's in the red shirt.
And what a great moment for these seniors here tonight. Just able to come out here and be recognized, and hopefully this have a great last home meet. And just really exciting to see these memories being captured live.
Yes, exactly.
The U.S. flag for the saying of the Pledge of Allegiance.
As we're going to take a quick break here for the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, appreciate that. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Thank you so much. Let's rumble.
All right, yes, so this is a tri-duel between our Centennial girls Bulldogs, and they are going to be in lanes 2 and 6. So we have 3 teams here. We have the St. Mary's Pirates, and we also have the Widefield Gladiators. They both are fielding smaller teams, but I'm glad that they were able to get them in on the schedule. It's always good to compete against different girls. St. Mary's is going to be in lanes 1 and 4. As you look at it from the right-hand side, that is lane 1, and then it's going to count along. You can kind of see it on the flags. You can kind of see oh yeah, right there in front. There we go. And then Widefield will be in lanes 3 and 5.
And did you say they're the Pirates?
The Pirates, St. Mary's Pirates.
Well, their mascot is definitely the favorite here tonight, but I think these Bulldogs will be able to outshine them a little bit, at least we hope.
Yes, yes. So the first event coming up is the 200-yard medley relay. So each relay has 4 girls. Each girl is going to swim 2 lengths of the pool, different strokes, starting off with the backstroke.
And it looks like starting out for Centennial is Annalise Medina. And then following her will be Aubrey Horton, and then Brooks Smines, and then Ella Severson.
And they're going to be in lane 2. And then on the other side of the diving board, up against the wall, we're going to have Riley Madrid going off at the backstroke. And then it's going to go butterfly. That's Brielle Baca. Indy Jordan will come in with the breaststroke, and then Kyla Garrison will finish them off, anchor that with a freestyle.
So each girl doing a different stroke. Right?
Yes.
This pool will no longer be here, so thanks for being here for the final.
As we hear in the background, Mr. Ward talking about how this is the last swim meet in this pool, which is definitely a sad moment here for Centennial. But, you know, on to new things. Building bridges is the theme this year, and so we're building bridges to the new school. And hopefully in the future we can get a pool back. Maybe some popularity will grow in the swimming, and we can get another pool, or we can find a substitute.
I know that they had talked about they were going to do an aquatic center for the city of Pueblo. So a lot of high schools, we here in Pueblo have been it's a very unique situation here in Pueblo, because all 4 of our high schools here had their own swimming pools. County High School also had their own swimming pool. That's really unheard of when you take a look at other high schools. Normally it's just and here we go with the first event for the last home swim meet here at Centennial.
And it looks like we're missing a lane 1. Is there any reason for that?
So that just means that St. Mary's, they only have 7 girls. And so the rules are that you can only do 2 relays and 2 individuals, or you could do 3 relays and 1 individual. So you cannot swim more than 4 events. So with a smaller team, that just means that you're not able to field every event.
And it looks like we got a close battle here between lane 2, 4, and 6.
So, yep, that's Widefield right there. That's the Widefield backstroker. Coming in, Butterflyer is going to come off next. Great job on our girls. Oh, I'm sorry, breaststroke.
As it looks like Widefield has a slight lead here. Both Centennial girls trying to catch up, not far behind.
Getting some good racing on. Remember, breaststroke, you got to touch with 2 hands. You can see Aubrey Horton there at the bottom of the screen, did a great underwater pool. Coming out, Brielle, who this is her first year swimming, is doing an amazing job with her racing as well.
Having a win last week, coming first place in, I believe, the butterfly stroke.
Actually, it was the 100 breaststroke.
100 breaststroke.
Yes. She's looking around, seeing where people are. All right, now we come out with the butterfly. So we should have Indy and Brooke. The Widefield swimmer is pulling away. Again, a lot of swimming while the racing and competition that way is fantastic. A lot of times, if you can get, like you had mentioned earlier, a PR, a personal record, then that's always something to be excited about as well.
As it looks like lane 4 is lapping some of these girls here.
So in lane 2, we got Ella Severson is coming, bringing it back, and then Kyla is on the outside.
In lane 6, as Widefield will take this event.
Yes. With
Centennial coming in 2nd and 3rd.
Yes. And then they will cheer on the St. Mary's girls. Another great thing about swimmers, while the competition is good, they also really support each other and are excited and cheer everybody on.
And that's something I love about girls swimming, is that everyone cheers each other on. You don't see that in a lot of sports,
no.
So it's really exciting to see these girls cheering each other on, encouraging words, and even after the races, giving fist bumps, high fives, and everything of the sorts.
Yes, yes, it's always fun. So after this event, so that was a great start for our Bulldog girls. They had a really good, strong relay showings there. Now what's up is going to be the 200-yard freestyle. Riley, who swam backstroke up there in lane 6, is actually getting out of that, and she's getting ready to swim the 200-yard freestyle. So
from in the pool, out of the pool, right back in.
Yep. So Riley swam the back, so she's going to get out, and so it looks like she's going to move over to lane 2. And then we got Sophie Shaptiz is in lane 6 for our Bulldogs. 200-yard freestyle, it's 8 lengths of the pool freestyle.
So, Ms. Strobel, you were a swimmer back in high school, correct?
Yes, I was.
What was your favorite event to swim?
So I also swam club. So my dad, Bob Haley, I don't think I had a lot of choice with a lot of stuff, but in high school, I loved swimming the 500 and the 100 breaststroke. Those were definitely my favorites. This 200-yard freestyle typically is a little bit harder to figure out, just because it's in this like in-between zone of it's not necessarily a sprint, but it's also not a distance.
It's a good middle.
It's a middle that's hard to coach, because, you know, as coaching as well, it's kind of hard to coach. You don't want to go out too fast. You don't want to go out too slow. There's no such thing as holding on to your energy. So
for our track runners out there, would it be most similar to like an 800?
I think so, yes. Yes. So again, we're looking here as the girls are getting ready, kind of loosening up a little bit.
As again, in this race, it looks like we'll have no lane 1.
Right. Yeah, 7 girls is difficult, but good for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome that they're out. I know it's a smaller school, just to be able to field it. So good job, St. Mary's.
As we're
Am I backwards? No, it is. It would be St. Mary's. Yeah, that's right.
Off with our second race here tonight. So now what are we expecting to see here? Are we expecting someone to pull away right away, or should it probably be close for some of the race, or what normally do we see in these events?
Normally they'll be somewhat close, like towards the 50, which is, so each length of the pool is 25 yards. The halfway point, my dad would always talk about, it's that third 50. So really you have 4 50s. That third 50 is the one where you really got to push yourself. because it's kind of like the no man's land, really. So,
as it looks like it's a close competition between lane 4 and lane 2. Lane 2 being Riley Madrid. As we see some of the girls cheering on their teammates from behind. And as you were telling me last time, the girls in the pool can definitely hear and see these other girls cheering them on.
Yes, yes. And a lot of times they'll be on the side, so you can see the coach right there. And you can see one of our Bulldog girls over there on the other side who's trying to cheer Riley on and get her going. A lot of times the girls will go on both sides. But yeah, you can see them, you can hear them. And when they're jumping up and down and getting all crazy, you're like, oh man, I'm close. I know that I'm really close. And you just want to try to do the best you can. So right now, our swimmer from St. Mary's is finishing up. She's got a 75 left. She's got 3 lengths of the pool left. So that's Riley. I know. Remember, she came out of that backstroke and coming right into a pretty long swim, actually, after you've just done the fastest you possibly can. And so up there in lane 6, Sophie she can see the swimmer right next to her. She's going to hopefully overtake her. Let's go, Sophie.
As Riley's trying to hold on to her lead here. I think in that lane 3 we see a little bit of exhaustion setting in as she didn't do the flip turn that time, did a touch and turn.
Yep. A lot of swimming is being able to get good air exchange, which is difficult. I don't know if that swimmer was swimming in the previous event or not. Yes, she may have been. And this is why swimmers really respect and cheer on other people, because they know how hard it is. They know how hard it is. You don't get to breathe whenever you want. Looks like Riley's finishing strong. Good job. She's got a kick. Good job. Finish, finish. Put her head down and finish. Coach will be happy with that. All right, look at Sophie up at the top. Oh, man, Sophie.
A little bit of a race here.
I don't know what happened. There we go.
And here we are coming down to it. Oh, and I think
so close. I think the Widefield gal looks like Sarah
Kraft.
Yep, Sarah out-touched her, but they smile at each other. Great swim, good job.
Great swim, especially from lane 4, Alyssa
Murati from St. Mary's, yeah. Let's get some replays going on here.
Our replay package brought to you by Bulldog TV.
And kind of like we expected, like you had talked about, it's kind of close at the beginning, and then depending on how tired you get throughout the race, it's going to affect how you're going to be able to finish off.
Coming up next, it looks like we have the 200-yard.
I am. Stands for individual medley.
Individual medley, that's what I was looking for.
Yes. So that means that the gals are going to be swimming, again, 8 lengths of the pool. Kind of like what you saw in the opening relay, so it's called the medley relay. But the order of the strokes is going to be different, and the girl's going to swim all 4. So she's going to be swimming butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Oh, look at this great crowd up here. Fantastic.
A wonderful turnout here tonight
Yes.
for our last swim meet. Everyone who can make it did. And it's great to see this much support for our girls swimming. And swimming this race for Centennial, it looks like we have Annalise Medina and
Cayman Nelson. Annalise is down here in lane 2 at the bottom of your screen with the black kinesio tape on her shoulder, and then we got Cayman up at the top.
And what does that tape do for your shoulder?
You know what? That's after my time. I think it might help alleviate some of the stress on some of the ligaments. I do know that Coach Camille had to give the referees paperwork from their doctors, letting them know that this is why they're wearing the tape. So our referee up there at the top, that's Cecil Townsend, another big name in swimming. He actually helps run the master's program. And so that's for people who are out of school, so they could even be college aged, all the way up until 90. There's a master's swim program that adults who have grown up swimming and they want to continue maybe having that team-like atmosphere. Maybe they just want to be keeping in shape, having something to do. Anyway, so Cecil is the head honcho for that. He's also helped quite a bit with divers, so he's one of our refs.
Here tonight for our divers.
And then we have Marla Lanham, who is a teacher here at Centennial High School, who had been at Central forever and ever, and also a very active member of the swimming community. So in this one, it looks like we have 2 St. Mary's swimmers. They're in lane 1 and in lane 4. We have our 2 Centennial swimmers, and we have 1 swimmer from Widefield. Looks like a good race. This is good because they're going to be able to push each other.
So far, it seems like the race is pretty close.
I do believe that lane 3 right there did get a disqualification when she came off the wall. She did breaststroke kick. From the butterfly into the backstroke. You can't, as a coach, not every swimmer is able to do the IM. So you have to be able to do each stroke and do it well in order to be able to swim this event. So there's 12 events in the swim meet. They're always the same 12.
And always in the same order.
Always
right?
in the same order.
As we get a look of Annalise here, trying to catch that lane
yes.
1.
So when they're coming in, unless they do a flip turn, which I don't think that they allow anymore going into the breaststroke.
It doesn't look
so
like
now she can see. So now she can see her. So she knows how close she is.
As it looks like she's gaining a little bit of distance here. Or cutting a little distance, I should say.
So it tends to happen in a 200 IM. So like for me, I was definitely a breaststroker. This stroke right here, butterfly, was my worst. And so I was so glad that butterfly was first because I got it out of the way. And I knew I could come back a little bit stronger in the breaststroke. And then you just have to have just enough, right? You got to get that air exchange. Annalise is doing a good job. Let's see if she'll be able to catch her with the freestyle. So that's called a flip turn. When they come in, you do flip turns for freestyle and backstroke. And for a breaststroke and butterfly, you have to do 2-handed touches. Let's go, Annalise. So she breathes both sides, so hopefully she can see, and maybe some of it. So we got her teammates right here cheering her on.
As we see lane 4 making their final turn. As it looks like lane 1 was able to beat Annalise there at the very end.
Close. Cayman still doing a good job up there at the top. She came off, looked like she was doing a good solid stroke up there. Good job, Annalise.
As we see that sportsmanship we were talking about right here.
Yep.
All the girls giving fist bumps, high fives, encouraging words as they try and catch their breath after that long race.
Yes.
As we see Sophie finishing up here.
Cayman,
excuse me.
You're good.
Going backwards on the race sheet. Looking at the wrong race.
All right.
And a great race from all the girls out there today. As we're going to get a little replay package here. Here's that start. Let's see if someone false started or not.
A little bit of a glitch at the beginning. You saw them. They had, the ref had to stop them and then stand them back up and restart them.
And coming up next, it looks like we have the girls' 50-yard freestyle.
Definitely a sprint.
And it looks like Ella and Kyla will be swimming for Centennial here.
This should be a good race. When we take a look at the times here on the sheet, they're fairly close. They're right all around like 33, 34 seconds. So this should be good. So it's going to come down to who gets a good start, who's going to have a really strong kick. My dad would always talk about the line that you can see from the deep end that goes into the more shallow end. It used to be red. And so he would always talk about finishing from the red line in, which I know that Camille, being one of my father's former swimmers, I'm sure that's what she preaches as well.
It's very cool how traditions keep going in the swimming program, and that one of your dad's swimmers has now taken over the program, and that legacy still lives on, I'm sure, in that locker room. Yes,
for both of them, both Coach Jen and for Coach Camille. They were both coached by my father, so there's a lot of tradition here.
And Centennial really built on tradition. You know, we have the bell game. We have a lot of traditions within the school, and it's very cool to see. Not every school you go to, you'll see the amount of traditions and the amount of old-fashionedness, combined with newness, like today's world combined.
Right.
Lisa Marati, St. Mary's with a 2:46.09.
So the other thing I think is cool too is that the number of Centennial graduates who have come back to teach at Centennial.
That is definitely something
so there's
you don't
quite a
see.
bit.
Yeah.
Yes, there's quite a few of us who have come back to coach here at Centennial. Not coach, but teach, coach, be involved in the next generation. So opportunities in other places, but again, you know, here at Centennial, even here in Pueblo, and I know as a younger kid, it's hard to, you know, you're so ready to go out and see the world, and which I agree, go out and see the world, but know that your roots are strong here as well. So. Announcing our swimmers for this 50-yard freestyle.
As you hear a loud cheer for the Centennial girls, very exciting to see and hear.
All right, so let's hope that they can get off to a good start. Like I said, strong kick.
Definitely.
Get that air exchange and just race.
And we're off. And you know, as you were saying, Pueblo, one of those towns where you don't see many people come back. That was something very interesting to see, and yeah, it's very exciting.
Good racing going on. Strong finishes. Close finishes, yeah, there we go.
Like you were saying, all the racers were close, and what an exciting race there.
Definitely. So now we're going to be transitioning to the diving, and we only have one diver that will be competing tonight, so they're going to have to move out the lane lines and take down the flags. And our own Nobly IO will be diving.
It will be exciting to see her here tonight because last time she wasn't able to make it. So
no, she was injured last time, and so she's going to tough it out and do a great job, I know, tonight. She's been putting in extra time in the pools. She's a gymnast. We discussed that a little bit last time, so she's got a lot of skills, a very good skill set to help out to get her ready for diving. And I know that she did go to a dive camp, I believe it was at the Air Force this past summer. Learned a lot of things and got some great skills. Because diving is a whole other thing that I don't know. Like when I was coaching, I didn't know how to coach my diver. So
a whole other beast.
Trying to find other people to come in and help. Like I said, Cecil did a lot with county. I believe that he did some help with South. I know Marla, our own Marla Lanham, you know, she did, because she did a lot with gymnastics and cheerleading, I believe, at Central. So she also was very involved with the divers, knew how to coach them, how to approach that. So Novalee is the, you can see her back there getting ready to go. She only does diving. So she's able to focus just on the diving. I know that if they requested her to maybe get in the 200-yard freestyle and swim at 50 or whatever, I know that she would be more than willing to contribute that way for sure.
And so how much does gymnastics and cheerleading relate to diving and swimming?
A lot of it has to do with your body awareness, your center of gravity, and how your body moves through air. I know that diving is enough different from gymnastics in talking with Novalee and her father, who also teaches here at Centennial. Just talking about, in gymnastics, there's a floor versus here you go below what is considered the floor, the diving board. So then you're going further down and then you're entering the water. So while the knowledge of where your body is in space, there's still some tweaks that have to happen and how that's going to change. But she's been doing an amazing job.
And I know this crowd will be more than happy to cheer her on, and they'll all be rooting for her, as this is probably one of the bigger crowds that we've seen at a swim meet here.
I believe so.
In recent memory.
Yes. And on the crowds, you could see up above and the murals that are up on the walls. I love that those are up there, that we're getting some images of those, because when the school is torn down, there's only so much we can take, and unfortunately we cannot take the walls.
Well, and maybe somewhere in the school we can dedicate a portion of it to the swimming, to a swim hallway, or...
I believe that they're going to have like display cases throughout the school. We do have our great job, Bulldog TV, for getting in on those murals. Appreciate that. They are talking about having like those display cases around. We have our museum that will not be replaced. So they're hoping to take some of that memorabilia that is in the museum and display it throughout the school, so that instead of it just being in one location like it is now, and our foundation has done an amazing job with protecting our history and preserving it and all of that. So that is going to come over with us to Centennial. And so I know that there's a lot of things to talk about and a lot of things to figure out. What are we going to do and whatnot? It's exciting. It's a little, I don't know, a little kind of scary, but that's our record board. Huge. It's a huge record board. It was not fun to change stuff out. You should see we had to get like one of those lifts and you'd have to go up. And so...
But see some rich history here.
Very rich history. I remember like the names. I look at the names, and then it has the years on them. So like the couple of those names are from back in the 80s. So and then all of our championships that we have won with that strong tradition. Pretty cool.
Definitely good to see, as we see Novalee here getting her warm-up dives in.
Yep.
How many warm-up dives do you get? Do you know off the top of your head?
I believe you get 3.
She's going to get some warm-up dives as
2.
the judges get ready on the sidelines.
Yep, so we have 3 refs today. So again, dives are based on degree of difficulty. So when we have our announcer announcing each dive, she'll talk about the degree of difficulty. The higher the number, the more difficult it is. So she's going to do a total of 6 dives. Of those 6 dives, you have to have there's very specific rules. You need to have 1 dive from each of these different categories. So there's back dives, front dives, twists, inwards, and reverses. And then the 6th dive can then be a choice.
So from everyone at Bulldog TV, we're going to take a quick break as Novalee finishes her warm-up. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back. And welcome back, Bulldogs, to the last ever home swim meet here in Centennial High School. We're getting ready for the last diving event here, and only one diver here tonight, Nobly Io, and she's getting ready here for her last couple dives in her home school. So a bittersweet moment. I'm sure she's excited though, and should be very fun to watch.
Yes.
And so now remind me again how the scoring works. From what I gathered last week, the 3 judges give her a score, and then they average that score, and then it's multiplied by the degree of difficulty.
Yes.
Cool.
And so then to qualify for state, there's other rules. She has to get like a certain score. So this is a 6-dive meet. When you go to an invitational or like the league meet, you have to have 11 dives.
As we see her get ready with her first dive, unsure what we're going for here, but we will hopefully figure it out.
Nice.
That's a beautiful dive there.
Yep. That was an inward tuck. Some nice high scores there. We didn't see those last week.
We did not see those last week.
Missed out on Novoli last week. She wasn't diving.
As an amazing dive from her from there, way better than what we saw last week, as we get a clean rotation and a clean entrance into the water. Minimal splash there.
Yep. Yep, she's definitely putting in the time. One thing that's hard about being an only diver, you don't have other people to kind of pace it out. So they give her a little bit of time. They're not going to rush her. So she's going to be able to recover as much as she needs to recover within reasonable time. Yes. And then she'll get up and do the next dive.
As we see our Bulldog TV camera in the background, something new to the school. It's our wireless cam. Very excited to have it with us for this meet.
Second dive, 402C, inward, 1 somersault, tuck, level of difficulty 1.6.
So you can see the same kind of dive. So this is another inward, so that first dive was also an inward. But now this one is going to have a somersault with it as well.
And the degree of difficulty being 1.7?
A little bit higher than the first one. So you have your required dives, so, and then you have... then you have your optionals. That was a good job.
Good reaction from the crowd.
6, 5.5, 6.5.
As I believe that one will average out to a 6.
So they'll add them up, and then I have to remember how they do this. It's been a while.
Do they divide it by 3, or do they add them all up and then
they add them all up and then they multiply? Yes. You would think I would remember, but it's been a few years since I've had to score diving.
And so far, great dives. Both of them have been very fun to watch, and I love the crowd reaction to it, and it's very cool to see everyone be quiet, and then all of a sudden, as soon as she hits the water, a loud reaction goes off. Something you don't see in most sports, for sure.
Oh, my goodness. Well, and then what makes me laugh is that then when you watch the gymnastics at the Olympics, like there's different events going on all around, and that people are screaming and doing all this kind of stuff, but for diving, you have to be super quiet for some reason. I don't know. I do know that one of the things that Noli said was different about diving is that you want to land head first. So you want to go into the water head first instead of in gymnastics. You're wanting to stick it, right, and be on your feet.
Land on your feet.
Yes.
Oh, I bet that's different. I bet that's something
so
interesting to get used to.
But she's been making amazing strides.
As I think I missed what this dive will be.
I missed it too. We'll find out. It's going to be a back dive. Since she's already done 2 inwards, this is going to be a back. Those happen to be, like, even though it might be the lowest degree of difficulty, I know that with coaching, like, that's almost the hardest dive to do because there's not a lot going on. When you get to do somersaults or twists or different stuff like that, there's more stuff that you can do. But just to come off this board like this and try to, like, maintain,
control your rotation.
Oh, that's hard.
A good dive there from Novely, though.
Yes. So she has 3 more dives. She's going to do a forward dive. She's going to do a reverse. And then she's going to do a twist.
So in these meets, you don't get a dive of your choice? Or is she
Well, she already
picking
did
these
it.
dives?
So she did 2 inwards.
So are there 5 required dives and then you get 1 choice, or how exactly does it work?
I believe so, yes. Again, I could be completely wrong, and I apologize to anybody out there who was like, Strobel, you are so wrong.
Leave it in the comments. Tell us we're wrong.
Yes, please do. Please do. Because I think I might be confusing when you have the 11 dive meet versus the 6 dive meet. But I'm pretty sure that you have to still dive all 5 types of dives.
And so far, a great meet here tonight.
Yes.
Something we're glad for, and every competition has looked really good, and we've been really excited.
Dive 52-22D.
It'll be a twist.
Back, 1 somersault, 1 twist.
So somersault
Back
into
somersault, 1 twist.
Difficulty 1.9.
1.9.
So this is a more difficult dive than what we've seen so far.
Yes. So we're adding in an element of a somersault and a twist.
As we see Coach Camille in the background.
Intense. I feel like I have to be quiet too.
A little bit of a sideways landing there from what I noticed, but let's see what the judges say.
And it's awesome for you guys to be here so that Novely can also get the video of this. That gives you so much information. So she already knows like what she needs to work on.
But as the judges were saying, a very difficult dive, so to get 5.5 on it,
Right.
still very exciting to see. Those are better scores than were put up last week, that's for sure. So glad to see that Novely's doing a great job out there, and all of her teammates cheering her on, as well as the crowd. Has just got a little over rotation there.
Just a little bit, but
still a beautiful dive. It's
Yes.
amazing that she's able to control
yes.
her body rotation and movement like that. I know I couldn't.
No.
If you put me up on that board, I look like a fish out of water.
Maybe we should try that.
Maybe.
See how Dylan goes off a board.
As long as it's not on camera.
Ah, darn. Well, coming up on February 18th, it's a Saturday, Coach Camille is running a fundraiser for her girls swim team. She's already looking to the future. She's not given up on this team. She's going to continue with the girls swim team. So on February 18th, you guys can go to the Centennial website. I believe it's going to be posted there. It's called a duathlon. So you can go out, you can either run or walk a mile and then come in and swim in our pool. So it's awesome for especially those of us who have spent time in this pool at some point, whether as a Bulldog or as a competitor. It's a great opportunity to come in and get a last swim in.
Very exciting that the school is letting her do that, and a great way to support your girls swim. So
Yes.
come on out February 18th. Check Centennial websites for more details.
I believe it's at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's all donations. Beautiful dive, Novely.
That was the best dive I think we've seen yet. As we get a loud reaction from the crowd.
I think that's an 8.5, or is that a 6.5?
Maybe a 6.5.
6.5.
So the judges didn't like it too much. I loved it.
Well,
I thought it was a 10.
Whatever they, whatever they saw, it's.
Let's take a look at the replay here. Could it be the distance from the board? I feel like that's pretty close to the board.
It's pretty good. I don't think it was in the straight position. I think it was in the free position. I would have had to go back and look at it.
But a great dive from Novely there. I have no complaints from up here in the booth.
That was pretty to watch. And she's got, I believe, 1 dive left. Novely is a junior, so excited to get her back next year. And I hope that she continues her diving journey along with continuing to get better in her gymnastics.
And I'm excited to see what she can do next year, as I only can imagine that she improves and she looks better and better as time goes on.
So it's a reverse dive in the tuck position.
So dive we haven't seen yet, correct?
Right, so she's going to stop right there, and then she's going to come to the end of the board. That's part of her dive. She'll start coming towards the end of the board, and then she will basically dive backwards towards the board. Great job.
Great dive. Definitely a scary dive.
That's a scary dive, yeah.
As we see some great scores from Nova here tonight. Very
Great
exciting
job.
to watch. And
Yes. Glad to have her back on the board.
definitely
We
glad to
missed her
have her
last
back
time.
and hope that she is able to finish out the rest of this swim season with an even more impressive scores and even more impressive dives.
Hopefully she can qualify for state.
I know our Bulldog family would be rooting her on as
Yes.
she goes to these away matches and just hoping for her success. And a good dive there as we get a nice little replay. Very exciting to see. She does a great job of tucking her knees up to her chin and then
That's the tuck position.
and then extending out. I know
Yep.
last week we had some of the divers struggling with that, but
Yep.
this week they look great.
It's doing good. All right, they're going to put the ropes back and get the lane lines in and do a little warm up, and we'll be back.
And welcome back, Bulldogs, to our 2023 Girls Swim Meet. You see the girls out here warming up. And as we're seeing these girls warm up, we're going to pitch it down to Mason Medina, our sideline reporter. He's got... who does he have? He has...
I'm not sure who he is.
He has
Aurora Martinez.
Yes, Aurora Martinez down there. So Mason, go ahead and take it away for us.
Swim meet tonight. We're here with Aurora Martinez. Aurora, you've been doing this 4 years. Is there any lasting, impact you want to make on your team before you leave as a senior?
I really just enjoy being on the team, and I really enjoy the people that the community has made and all the friends I've been able to make, and I'm really going to miss them while I'm gone. That is one of the saddest things about tonight.
Now, Aurora, is there any specific time you want to set for one of your, races or anything?
On my backstroke, I really want to cut a few seconds, so that way I'll be great at leaks. That's my main goal today, and I also want to be able to make sure my relay gets a pretty good placing today.
Alrighty, sweet. And Aurora, is there anybody who's inspiring you right now? Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
I want to give a shout out to my parents and the team itself because they really inspire me to do the best I can. So I really just want to give a shout out to them.
Alrighty, Aurora, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We're going to send it back up to the team. Thank you very much.
And great interview there from Mason, very inspiring. I'm glad she was able to give that shout out. And yeah, as we were saying, bittersweet here tonight, but all these girls are real excited to get back in this pool and finish out strong.
Yep, so next we have they're going to be coming back when they get done with this warm-up, which will go on a little bit longer, and we'll get the timers all back. But next up is the 100-yard butterfly, 4 lengths of the pool butterfly, which is cool because up in the corner you can see our Bulldog butterfly mural, so you know what we're talking about.
And it looks like in the butterfly race we'll have Indy Jordan racing and Tegan Montoya for the Bulldogs.
All right.
And only 7 events left here tonight. So it's very exciting. We'll see what happens here, the finish out. And I think the closer we get to the end, the more emotions that are going to be coming out. And it's kind of setting in now that this is it for these girls, this pool.
Yes. I believe that we are able to be in the building. I think the last day that we are here actually in the building is going to be June 2nd. So maybe we can get a couple more opportunities, you know, to maybe let people come in and
enjoy this
alumni and come in and see what's going on.
And Mason has our assistant head coach, Jen Martinez. So Mason, go ahead and take it away for us down there.
Alrighty, Centennial Bulldogs with here with Coach Jen. Coach Jen, this is your 4th year of coaching. You've seen these seniors grow up from freshmen all the way to seniors. Is there any accomplishments that you'd like to shout out to? You know, anything you've seen, like a lot of growth and improvement in these seniors?
Yes, I've seen the girls grow quite a bit. They started, some of them didn't even own a swimsuit, so we had to just start from the scratch. I worked with them, walked them up and down. We worked on all freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly. They turned out to be amazing swimmers, and I'm excited to see them graduate. And I'm holding back tears because 4 years ago I started with my daughter in the pool, and then she just kept going, and hopefully we'll find some new water and keep them going. So because Centennial, waves rise red. So I'm very happy and proud of this group of girls.
And so this is our last swim meet of the season. Is there any like lasting impact you guys want to make? You know, any like goals you want to set for this last meet?
This last meet, I want to see kids hit their times, race each other, finish strong, just hit their best and have fun doing it.
Alrighty, thank you, Coach Jen, for being here with us tonight. We really appreciate it. We're going to send it back to you guys. Of course, thank you so much, guys.
And great look here at the behind the scenes as we got James Chacon behind the camera as he's waving to us. There he is, and he's pointing back. So very cool to see the behind the scenes and how this production is done. And great interview there from
that was awesome.
from
you
Coach
can
Jen.
definitely hear the passion and the joy that she has had in helping out with this program, and it's fantastic.
And as these girls are finishing their warm-up, we're going to take a short break from Bulldog TV. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back, Bulldogs, to the 2023 Bulldog presentation of Girls Swim. Here at the last home meet, bittersweet moments here, as we said throughout the broadcast, but a very exciting moment here as we're getting ready for our next event here, the girls 100-yard butterfly.
Yes, and we're going to see Indy Jordan and Tegan Montoya. Tegan Montoya is going to be up at the top of the screen. 100-yard butterfly, 4 lengths of the pool butterfly.
And again, no lane 1, as we were talking about, but very excited to see these girls compete as we get ready for our 7th to last event tonight.
Yes.
About halfway through, so getting down to the end here.
This is always the second half of the swim meet, so super excited to see how our girls come back. We do have 3 teams here in the swimming pool. We have our Bulldogs, and then we also have St. Mary's and Widefield. It's a tri-dual.
And we see a good start here from
Tegan. No, that's Indy. I apologize.
And a good start.
Look at Tegan's down over there.
Tegan's in third.
Racing.
And it's a close race here between lane 2 and lane 4. Lane 4 being Grace Carnitas, possibly.
Or Cairns. Grace Cairns from St. Mary's.
As both girls looking at each other through their breasts, trying to catch each other. We'll see who comes out on top.
Yep, this is good.
And I love the crowd energy here tonight.
I love
it
too.
Said, something you don't see very often in these swim meets, but glad we got a good crowd out here tonight, and glad to see it. And here we see Tegan on the outside lane.
One of our seniors got recognized earlier with her parents.
And Coach
has her teammates right there, making sure that she knows that they are watching her and cheering her on. All right, she's coming in for the last length. And let's see how we're going to finish this off.
As it looks like lane 4 takes it.
And we got Indy coming in. Come in, Indy.
And a great time for
that
her
air out.
tonight. That had to be pretty close for her PR, I would imagine.
It could be. She had that good competition coming out that helped push her. Tegan came in 3rd place. So our Bulldog ladies, there she is. Good job.
Doing a good job of placing as she tries to catch her breath there. Very good races from all the Bulldogs and even all the other competitors.
Yep.
Very quick race here.
As they finish in, great job, ladies. 100-yard butterfly. Whew. 50 was enough for me. 4 lengths of the pool. Ooh.
A very tough race for these swimmers, but all these girls doing a great job of keeping the pace up and finishing this race pretty quickly.
All right, first call for
Nice strong strokes there with Indy. She did a fantastic job.
James, St. Mary, lane 2, Stevenson.
Just with that last end, that last push, who has enough in their tank to finish a little bit faster and get that win? Yeah.
Teammates cheering you on, giving you that extra adrenaline, extra excitement, and it's great to see all these girls. Like as we said earlier in the broadcast, the sportsmanship, it's just so amazing to see and watch, and you don't see it anywhere else in high school sports, so it's very, very cool to see.
It is. It is. So now we're getting ready for the 100-yard freestyle. They're moving this meet along, not spending too much time in between, which is good. So 100-yard freestyle, we got 4 lengths of the pool freestyle.
And swimming for Centennial in lane 2, Ella, and swimming in lane 6, Cayman.
So this is Ellen and Cayman's second individual events. Cayman swam the 200 IM and Ella swam the 50-yard freestyle.
As we're about ready for action here.
We got a full heat.
As we see a good start from lane 1 there. Ella doing a good job of catching her though right off the bat.
Yep. Ella with the breathing to both sides so she can kind of keep an eye on everything that's going on. Again, the 100 freestyle is considered to just be a sprint, so we're going to be looking for just racing. Get out there and race.
As we see a close competition here between lane 2, lane 4, and lane 6. All about neck and neck.
Ooh, how cool would it be if we got first and second? Go, ladies, go.
As all these competitors are doing a good job.
Yep.
Ella trying to battle that lead.
Got to see the kicks picking up, right? They see each other. That's how you know that they've seen each other. They pick up that kick.
And Cayman doing a good job of trying to catch lane 4, I believe it is.
Yes.
As you see a good flip turn there.
Go, Ella. All right, finish. Take it home. There you go. That's some good racing. Good job. Hear the crowd getting excited.
The crowd is getting really excited here for these Centennial girls, as I believe we're going to have a first place finisher and possibly a second or maybe third. Oh, it's coming down to the end.
Cayman. Oh, that was close. That was
very
a fantastic
close race there.
race.
Great race from all these girls here. And definitely very exciting to see here tonight.
Yes. Great job.
Coming up next, one of our longer races here tonight.
Oh, yeah. My favorite.
It is your favorite, the 500-yard freestyle. Swimming for the Bulldogs, Brooke Smines and Annalise Medina. As we get a little replay here of the start. And really, Elle here did a great job of catching lane 1, who had a terrific start. But she was able to catch her really fast, and once she got the lead, she never looked back.
Super strong. She's got a great kick. And again, like I said, she was able to keep her eye on competitors on both sides of her and went out and did what you're supposed to do, just race. And it was close. This finish right here, oh, is so close. She was trying.
It came down right to the wire. Very exciting to see.
So the 500-yard freestyle is 20 lengths of the pool. And we don't expect anybody to try to keep track of 20 lengths. So you're going to see on the screen, oh, we got some teammates from Widefield cheering each other on, saying great job. See some more of our crowd up above. So we have our counters.
on the far side of the pool. We can't see it from this angle, but they flip the board every time they make a turn, and it's 20 full turns.
And the 500 freestyle is really stamina. And again, the good technique, making sure that you're getting good air exchange. Definitely don't want to be holding your breath through 20 lengths of the pool. You're really going to get tired very fast. So it looks like we don't have anybody in for St. Mary's. Looks like it's just going to be Centennial and Widefield.
It looks like St. Mary's has one racer. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong sheet again.
Looks like we're collecting times from the timers.
As we see a cute moment here on the far side of the pool. Some emotions definitely coming out.
Yeah.
Happy tears, right?
I think that's Ella right there. Ella talking with Aubrey. I love it. The friendships you make in high school, I mean, they stick with you. Like Aurora was talking about. I mean, again, there's just memories that are made, community that's made. And you can't fake it. You can't recreate it, no matter how much you want to try. It's just, and I hope and I know that these girls are going to take each moment as it's coming and just enjoying it each time.
High school sports definitely being a special bond. I have many friends that, you know, we would have never been friends without high school sports, but now that we've competed together, it's an inseparable bond, really.
It is. It is. And they get you, right? And then there's all those little jokes that happen, you know, or like
during the season,
the bus rides and the everything else, yep. All right, finally getting started here. Oh, looks like we only have one Widefield swimmer. Looks like our lane 5. Maybe something happened. I hope she's okay.
And we're off here. Longest race tonight. Looks like we're looking to be a time of 7 minutes for Annalise and a time of, no time for Brooke.
So no time for Brooke. I don't know if it's the first time that she's swam this. Maybe it is. This might be the best place for her to be doing it. I foresee that we should be taking first and second in this one.
As both girls off to a hot start here. But as we said, this is more of a marathon race than it is a sprint. So lots of time for the Widefield girl to catch up and even Centennial to
extend the lead.
Yeah, extend the lead. So what made this your favorite race?
Well, I wasn't a very good sprinter. So I don't know what that was about, but you can get into a certain kind of rhythm. So at swim practice, I mean, it's not that girls can't, like the other girls who aren't swimming, it's not that they can't swim the 500. Trust me, they've swam many, many yards during practice. I don't know. It's just like you kind of get into this groove. And it just depends on, I mean, when I was swimming, I would have, I mean, man, it was a race. It really, really was a race because everybody was pushing each other the entire time. But it was fun. It was fun. I didn't kick very much, so which would frustrate my father to no end. But no, I don't know what it was about it. And then with club swimming, there's a lot of different, got some good cheering going on from the Widefield girls. Good job, we're synchronized. Let's see how long they can keep that up. Yeah, so in club swimming, there's a lot of different events. You could actually swim the 800 freestyle, the 1500 freestyle, the mile.
And how many of these swimmers do you think go on to join club?
I honestly don't know. I don't think I've asked that question. Well, the other sad thing as well, I mean, so we're losing Centennial's pool, right? East is going to lose their pool with the new building. Both the South and Central pools are not working currently. So really it's the Centennial and East pools right now and County High School are the only pools indoor that you have. We used to, so when you go back into history, Centennial, you had the outdoor pools. And during summer, you would have a swim team at each pool. So it's like you had neighborhood teams. And it wasn't, I don't know, I think that a lot of times just because funding is so different, then, I mean, the cost of sports gets to be fairly high. Swimming isn't that bad, right? You just need a swimsuit and some goggles and a towel. So that's not too bad. Not like hockey or lacrosse or, other things kind of like your track.
Yep.
Cross country, you need some running shoes. But back in the day, there was a huge push for swimming. And kids would get out, and that's what they would do. They would swim on these teams. And so every single little neighborhood had their own.
Well, and before the broadcast, you were telling me that it used to be a required credit, correct?
Yes. So a lot of people in and around Pueblo, they knew that with the Arkansas River going through Pueblo, as well as in the 60s when they built the reservoir, that they needed to make sure that our young folk needed to understand water safety. And part of that was being able to pass a swimming class in order to graduate. So it was a graduation requirement, which again is very unique to Pueblo, like I said earlier, because a lot of places you don't have swimming pools in every single high school.
Or this much swimming culture even.
Exactly. Annalise has already lapped the Widefield swimmer, and she's getting ready to lap her own teammate coming up here. Nice and steady, strong strokes. You can tell they're not in a whole lot of difficulty, so they've been training really well.
And so in running,
oh, I'm sorry, it's Brooke who just lapped. I'm getting everybody mixed up. Annalise is over there in lane 6. So we see Coach Camille trying to help out, give some instruction.
And so in running, I know a lot of runners get what's called a runner high, where you don't feel like you're running anymore. Is there a similar term in swimming, or is that kind of more of a running term?
So you mean like it doesn't?
So like a lot of cross-country runners, a lot of track runners, they'll start running and you hit a point where it doesn't feel like you're running anymore. Like you get past the pain.
I gotcha.
And it doesn't feel like, it feels like you could run forever. It's called a runner's high. Is there anything similar in swimming? Have you ever experienced
I've never heard that, but maybe that's why I like distance. Because I think that's what I would get into. So
you just kind of get in this mindset where it doesn't feel like you're running or swimming. I was just wondering if there was something similar in swimming that you've ever heard of.
I actually have not heard that. So, but when I think back on things, I think, yeah, that makes sense. So to continue with the history, then as time went on, basically it got to the point where there's only, now it wasn't a swim team at every outdoor pool. It basically kind of coalesced into a couple of the main swim teams. The biggest swim team was the Pueblo Swim Club. And they got big enough to where they had multiple coaches, and they would practice. I mean, they would have different practices for different age groups at different pools. So you would have some swimming at Centennial's, not Centennial, I apologize, at City Park, and then you'd have them swimming at Mineral Palace. Mineral Palace was good because it had the 50-meter pool, and so when you did club, then you would definitely be doing, again, those different events, and you'd have to do different techniques as well. So then, again, that's kind of gone by the wayside, especially because a lot of kids don't know what swimming is because they're not forced into it like all of our high schoolers had been forced into it. So when they did have that, then that was definitely something where we had more and more kids who would get involved in swimming just because they were forced into it. Brooke looks amazing.
As she's finishing here, about 3 laps ahead of the other competition. A really impressive time from her. And as you see her giving off a little exhaustion, but a great time from her. And
that's a solid swim.
Definitely a solid swim, especially if that really was her first time swimming it.
I think she might have. I don't know. I need to go find out what that time was. I definitely want to go check that out.
Yeah,
so.
on ours, she had no time before this, so it's definitely impressive that she was able to beat the competition by that much, and definitely a promising future in the 500.
Yes. I would probably venture to guess that Brooke is a club swimmer.
I imagine most of these girls probably enjoy doing the club swim. And what programs are still here in town? Do you know?
So there is still, I believe there's still Pueblo Swim Club. And I think that's it.
Interesting.
I know that there's Swim America out at County High School. Oh, here we go. We got Annalise coming in strong.
A great finish there.
Job.
She really took on the jets there at the very end.
That's impressive. That's a way to finish. Good job. We'll have to check with her later, see if she got got the time she wanted, but they just took first and second, so that's awesome.
As we see Julia here finishing for Widefield.
Good job, Julia. Oh, look, she's turning it on too. Good, strong finish.
And a great finish there from all three swimmers. Great times all around, and I expect to see some PRs here tonight.
That was a good event. Great job, ladies.
And with that, our longest event of the night is passed, and now we only have 4 events remaining.
4 events remaining in the Centennial Swim Pool. This next event is the 200-yard freestyle. So we have our 4 swimmers who will swim a 50 each, so a 50 freestyle each. So again, it's very fast, a great racing event.
And again, we'll have no lane 1, but in lane 2 for the Bulldogs, we'll have Ellis Severson, Brooke Smith, what is it? Smines, excuse me, Indy Jordan, and Annalise Medina, who just swam the 500.
Both Brooke and Annalise are getting out of this 500 and are going to get up on the blocks again and swim a 50 as a sprint, which is different than your 500 freestyle. I'm not sure who all we have. We don't have all of the names here on our sheet as far as who's up in lane 6. We know that we do have Brielle Baca. We have Jenna Hall. I see Aurora Martinez.
And we can't quite tell from here who that last girl is. Hopefully we can figure it out before the race starts. Should be an exciting race here, though. I'm excited to see Brielle Baca swim. She's a senior.
Yes. First year swimming.
First year swimming, and last meet, or the last home meet, she was able to take first in her single event.
200-yard freestyle.
And it looks like we just got word Brooke's time for that last 500 was a 6:41.19.
All right.
So a great time from her, beats everyone's PR on the sheet, and the fastest time we've seen here in the Centennial Pool this season. So very excited to see, and a great job, Brooke. Round of applause.
Maybe we'll also find out what Annalise got. Not that I don't care about the other events. It's just, you know, this event.
This event
the 500
holds a special place in your heart.
It does
I
have a
understand.
special place.
Yeah.
So I apologize to anybody that I didn't get times for anybody else. We used to have top-of-the-line timing system that I guess just got to be too expensive to maintain, which is a little sad. But you would actually see the times up on that big black board that you see up in the corner up above our swimmers. Yep, they're panning up just a little bit. So up above that far side. And you would be able to touch and hit that touchpad and look up and be able to see what your time was. So you knew right away whether or not you PR'd or not. It's a little sad to not see that.
And
there it is.
There it is. It used to be used. Now it's not. As we get a good start here from all these swimmers. Lane 4 taking an early lead. No one that far behind yet, though.
And again, it's just a sprint, sprint, sprint. You got to kick, 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 and keep those arms moving.
A lot of screams coming from teammates and crowds. Good to hear. Encouraging.
Ella's finishing strong.
As this Widefield team looks really good here in this 200-yard freestyle.
Yep. There's Brielle finishing. Great job, Brielle. Then next should be Jenna.
As we see a good job of lane 2 catching lane 4 here. Lane 2, I think that's Jordan Indy.
Indy Jordan, yeah.
As she's able to catch it, it's neck and neck here, lane 2 and lane 4. As we get a look over at lane 6, who's battling with lane 3.
And now lane 2, we have our 2 500 freestylers coming up. So there's Brooke.
Who just swam a PR. She's got to have a lot of adrenaline.
Yep, and she just caught
She's
the gal over
overtook
in
the
lane
lead,
4.
and she's gaining some distance on her.
Not bad. And then we'll see if our other 500 freestyler can dive in and finish strong.
Anchor this
She'll
team
be
out.
excited to see this lead that she has right here, and she'll give it her all.
That's going to come down neck and neck between lane 2 and lane 4. Our lane 6 doing a good job of battling lane 3, though.
Yes.
Has a great swim here.
Oh, it's going to be a good
it's going to be
finish.
coming close.
Oh, look around.
Lane 4 doing a good job of catching her. Can she hold on to the lead? It's going to come down to the very end. Oh, and lane 4
so
barely
close.
catches them.
That's a lot to put on somebody who just came out of the 500 freestyle. Great swim, though, Annalise. Good job.
Great job from both teams there. They both did a great job.
I was a little tired.
A little tired. And they went back and forth there.
They did.
Something you don't see very
That was a good
very
race.
often.
Yep.
The lead changed about 2 or 3 times, so very exciting to see as we get a good finish here from lane 3. And there's that sportsmanship again, as we've been talking about. As we're waiting for our last lane to finish here.
Finishing strong.
There's Aurora.
Senior
We just interviewed
Aurora,
her.
yep.
Just gave her a good interview, and as she finishes out, lots of encouragement, lots of people cheering. And a great finish there from all these girls out here tonight.
Definitely. I think those were good swims for everybody. Great job, ladies. Coming down to our last 3 events, we have 2 more where they're individuals, and then our final relay event. Look how close that was. Oh.
Very close. Less than a second there.
Oh, yes.
That one came down to the milliseconds for sure. Oh,
yes.
Great job from both girls. Can't get much closer of a race than that.
No, that was pretty good.
And thank you, Bulldog TV, for offering this amazing program. And we would have never seen how close that race really was without Bulldog TV. So great to have them here tonight. And thanks for having us on the broadcast.
Whole team is doing fantastic. The broadcast team and the swim team.
As our next event coming up is going to be the 100-yard backstroke.
Yep, so the backstroke, so again, you're going to have 4 lengths of the pool backstroke, and backstroke, just like freestyle, you're going to see flip turns.
And racing for Centennial in lane 2 will be Tegan Montoya, and in lane 6, Aurora Martinez, who just raced, so she'll be getting right back in the pool. When we were talking to her earlier in the interview, she was wanting to beat her time of 2 minutes, so hopefully she can do that here tonight.
Yes. Again, riding on that senior high, right? So knowing all that time and effort and what you've been doing with the team and getting ready to do your part.
Just trying to put a good show on here for the fans tonight and for everyone at home watching. And hopefully she can come back and look at this and be happy. We'll see here.
Yeah.
We'll see what she can do.
So we got both seniors.
Both seniors.
We have two of our 4 seniors swimming in this event.
This looks like we're just getting ready here. So when we're waiting for events, as a swimmer, how much anxiety, how much adrenaline do you have going through you?
It would change. So like, let's say if I was made to swim the 100 butterfly, which I've said is not my stroke, I would be terrified. I just want to get it going and get it over with. A lot of times growing up, I knew a lot of who my competitors were from the club swimming and from the other times with high school. And so, man, if you saw that other swimmer come up, oh, you got excited, nervous, butterflies. So a lot of times they'll be getting some butterflies here. I would always get butterflies when I was standing up on the block. Beforehand, there's a lot of kind of visualization. There's a lot of self-talk, and you got to make sure that you're telling yourself the right things. Like, I got this. I can do this. Maybe if you have to overcome, if you missed a turn from a previous meet, you feel really upset or whatever. You got to let that go, and you got to visualize yourself doing an amazing job.
And on our marks, go. Here we are.
4 lengths of the pool.
As we see a good start from all the swimmers here, staying about even. Lane 1 taking a small lead. So where do you gain your most lead here in this event? Is it on the flip turns or is it more on the stroke?
A lot of it's going to be from your turns. You can definitely lose or win an event for sure on your turn, because just one bad turn, if you miscount, we talked about this last time we were together, where they know how far away they are from the wall, because as soon as they see those flags, then they count how many strokes, turn over, do like a freestyle flip turn, and come out on their back. But if you miss it or if you miscount it, whew. But when you hit it, and you hit it well, it's fantastic. Tegan's got a good race with lane 1 right here. Not too far behind. Good job. There you go. Yep, she's got a great streamline right there. That was awesome. Good strong kick.
I believe we're coming down to the end of the race.
Yes,
here.
we are.
As it's going to be a close finish here again. As lane 4 takes it. And, I don't know who got that in between lane 1 and lane 2. I'm unsure.
I bet you Bulldog TV got it.
Hopefully we'll catch that on our replay package, as it was a close finish there between both racers. As you see, a good finish here from lane 5. And lane 6 not too far behind.
I think Aurora's going to hit her time.
I think so too. I think this is a very impressive race from her, and should be a really
very strong.
Good time.
All right.
Great job from all of our Centennial girls and all the other girls competing here tonight. And what a fun race there. Hopefully we can see a little replay and see who got that 2nd and 3rd place.
All right, the results for the 200-yard freestyle relay.
Of course they had it. I knew they'd have it. I think she might have just gotten out touched. I think lane 1 got her. Right. Oh. Yep.
And she barely gets her another
just a little bit.
couple milliseconds.
Yep.
Great job from both girls, though. Way to push each other and hopefully give each other some good PR times.
Yeah. Good job, Bulldog TV. Thank you very much for bringing that back so we could see it.
And our next race coming up, the girls 100-yard breaststroke.
We have Aubrey Horton in lane 2, and Brielle Baca is back again for lane 6.
And Brielle winning this event last home meet, so hopefully we can see a repeat.
Another great swim from her.
And second to last meet or event here tonight in this last home meet. So we're coming down to the end here. I know these emotions for these girls are high. Even up here in the booth, Miss Strobel, I see her getting a little teary-eyed. But it's a fun moment. I'm glad we're able to capture it on camera, and hopefully this will live on, and the memories from this pool will live on forever.
Yes. I am so grateful to Bulldog TV, Mr. Jacob Lewis, and all of you fantastic kids who are doing this amazing job. So again, you guys, these are our high school students who are putting this together, and it's so amazing. And I'm just so glad, like you said, that it's better than photos.
Definitely.
And it gets a lot of the energy and the excitement and all of that, and it's fantastic. This is a great way to capture this last swimming. 100-yard breaststroke. We got 4 lengths of the pool breaststroke.
In lane 2, we're looking at Aubrey. In lane 6, we're looking at Brielle. Brielle here with a good battle between lane 1 and lane 6. Not far behind lane 2. Everyone really pretty close here. No big leads quite yet.
And from the times, it looks like Aubrey and Brielle are really neck and neck with the times. They both have, they're coming in with around a 136 and 135. So this should be good. Aubrey has some good carrot in front of her over there in lane 1 to get her pushing.
As we see lane 1 taking a good advantage here.
A lot of times the way that they have that you would set up your lanes is that you would typically put your fastest girls in the middle, right? And then your next level girls would be out. Not that they're not important, because again, with the scoring, taking 5th place is extremely important. My dad would call this swimmer right here in lane 1 an outside smoker. Nobody sees her coming. Here she comes.
She actually had no time coming in here tonight,
Yes,
and she's doing a great job of putting up an amazing time.
Yes.
As she takes a commanding first place there.
Yep, you can see Brielle up at the top. Aubrey's coming in, another strong second and third.
And who's going to get who here?
I think Brielle's got it.
A little friendly competition as Brielle gets it.
Barely.
Not far behind, though. And a great race from all these girls again. All these races have been very entertaining and very fun to watch here tonight.
Yes.
As we see our last racer coming in, doing a great job of keeping that form together. And with that, we're on to our last event of the night. It'll be a 400-yard freestyle relay. Every lane will be filled. Oh, excuse me, no, it will not. We will not have lane 1 or lane 4 here for the last event.
Looks like St. Mary's isn't able to field.
So that was St. Mary's last event. Doing a good job of finishing strong, though, as they actually got a first place there, I believe.
Yes. With, is that Sienna? I believe that her name from St. Mary's is Sienna.
Oh, yep. Sienna, yep.
So, yep, getting ready to watch the very last competition event ever in this swimming pool. Because I don't believe that I believe that the boys swim team, they have to combine, I believe.
Yeah, I believe they combine with South, and then I think they practice at South.
Which they might have to be practicing here at Centennial if South's pool isn't up and going.
All right.
So maybe this isn't the very last event. Maybe we will have a couple more competitions in this pool. We can only hope.
Well, and as we were saying, February 18th, if you want to come see this pool one last time, it's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. You walk a mile or run a mile, and then you can enjoy a swim in the pool, all for free. Donations are accepted, though, and it's to help support this girls' swim team and do a little fundraising for them. So it should be a fun time.
I think so.
Come on out. It should be a real fun time, and bring your family.
So the swimming is not necessarily open swim. It's basically you choose to swim a 500, a 1,000, or a 1,500.
Oh, so it's lap swimming. Okay.
That's lap swimming, yes. I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to figure out a time to open up the pool for the public to come in again. Maybe we can get a couple more fundraisers for our girls swimmers, help fund maybe some of the whatever travel they're going to have to do to go to their new pool.
Well, and for this event, in lane 2, we have Kyla Garrison, Aubrey Horton, Riley Madrid, and Keegan Montoya.
And then in lane 6, we got Sophie Shopties, Noelle Sandoval, Jenna Hall, and Aurora Martinez.
And they'll be racing against Widefield here, who have two teams of swimmers. And
I believe.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I believe Holly's.
I want to hear the loudest scream and the yelling for your team, and enjoy this last. All right.
As we hear a little announcer giving a little motivation to the crowd to be loud. For this is it. Last chance to be loud.
Yep.
As we do hear this crowd getting really loud, and I see some tears up in the audience. Should be.
We'll let Miss Harsh take over for a moment.
Widefield, Morrell, Nelson, McKim, and Byer.
What a great moment to see.
Widefield, Panique, Keith, Teal, and Kraft. And lane 6, Pueblo Centennial. Shopties, Hall, Sandoval, and Martinez.
That's it. Last announced.
For the foreseeable future, as far as we know, this is it. And should be a very fun race to watch. And I know that for these girls, it's an important race to leave the legacy on this pool and hopefully get one last PR here in this pool.
Yep. A little emotional probably for everybody. Our seniors, we got You can see Tegan getting a little...
Tegan and Kyla.
A little emotional, yep. So each girl's going to swim 4 lengths at the pool freestyle, so it's a 400 freestyle relay. Lots of cheering from people up in the stands. When you have 2 relays in here, that means you got 8 girls occupied. There's 15 girls on our Centennial team for tonight's meet, that I could tell.
As we see some good turns from all the girls here. Some good competition.
That's Kyla, one of our 4 seniors, getting ready to turn and do our last length of the pool.
As you see a good battle here between both these girls, kicking hard.
We got Aubrey Horton coming in next. Let's see how she does.
As a real neck-and-neck touch there.
Yep, that dive was a great dive for Aubrey. Helps her get right into the lead. Lane 6 is doing a great job up there.
Gives her about a 1-length lead.
So Aubrey just came out of the 100-yard breaststroke, remember? So not a whole lot of turnaround for her to rest and get ready for this. Oh no, she lost her goggles.
So you see a slow turn there from lane 6 because of a little outfit malfunction.
Yeah.
She's able to recover quick though. Hopefully she can stay in this race. As you see a good lead here from Aubrey.
Maybe a little bit of that fatigue setting in after doing a great job in that 100-yard breaststroke. But she's maintaining that lead, fantastic.
Her last 25 here.
It looks like Jenna has done a, wait, who is that up there? That would be Noelle Sandoval up in lane 6. She was coming back pretty strong. You could just see her outside of that right there.
Good finish there from Aubrey. And she passes it off to Riley Madrid.
And now we got Jenna coming in. That was a good finish there for Noelle, especially after losing those goggles. That could be a little stressful, and oh no.
As you see Tegan yelling at her teammate,
yes.
Encouraging words, I'm sure. As Centennial's able to extend this lead here in lane 2. And lane 6 battling back, really not
yes.
that far behind.
Widefield girls are kind of battling each other, although the one over here in lane 3 is ahead of the other one by a 50.
Still can use it to push each other and see who can finish first.
Yes. All right, Riley, let's finish it. And Tegan gets to anchor this last 100. Let's go, Tegan. Finish it strong.
A great dive there for her. Good start. As you see her kicking really hard. She really wants this win.
A little bit of fatigue, but she was able to bring this back a little bit. I believe that's Jenna. Okay, and there goes Aurora.
And Tegan on her last 50.
Just thinking about all of the echoes of all of the cheers that have happened in this pool. Good, solid finish, Tegan.
Great finish from Tegan, and just kind of a good moment to take it all in here for the seniors. And even everyone else on the team, just as they finish this final race, just kind of take it in as they're cheering, and we see some tears here on the bottom right of the screen.
Yep.
And just like a great meet from all these girls, great times, really definitely exciting to see.
Very emotional. Aurora's on her last 50. I think Tegan's going to take it in a little bit more.
She's enjoying the pool.
Yeah.
Taking a little lap. As you see a good race there from Widefield lane 3. Not that far behind our first place finishers as we get a good race here. It's going to come down to it. Let's see who can anchor better.
All right, Aurora, she can see her.
Both girls with a good turn there. The cheers getting louder and louder.
Oh.
Widefield pulling away a little bit as she flips to her back there for a second.
It's freestyle, you can do it.
As maybe that little break for a second and let her catch her air, and she had a sudden burst of energy to finish. Great race from all these girls here tonight. Amazing to watch, amazing to see, and what a way to finish out the last home match here in Centennial history. What a great race as a hush goes over the crowd, everyone kind of realizing that that was it. This is the end, and what a great home season here for the Bulldogs.
Fourth place, Widefield, Sarah Kraft. Third place, Centennial, Aubrey Horton. Second place, Centennial, Brielle Baca.
As we're getting a little announcement from our last race there, letting us know that Aubrey came third, Brielle came second, and of course the Pirates came first. And as we're getting our times for this last event,
watching some replays on that 400-yard freestyle.
Very exciting, very close races there. A great job there from Aubrey to help take that lead, and Kyla did a good job of starting off, and of course Riley to distance that lead even more. It was great, great racing from lane 2. And of course from lane 6 as well, from all these girls. Great racing from everyone.
Yes.
Very close matchups, and good to see everyone competing.
Yes.
Pool is open for cool down, coaches. Pool is open for cool down.
As we see a lot of emotion coming over these girls, lots of hugs, some smiles, some tears.
Some modeling.
Kind of have all ranges of emotions here from this team.
They're saying goodbye to their seniors and their pool.
As we see the tears kind of spreading around this girls' swim team, but Ellen, as they pose for the camera too. What a way to finish it. As we're just waiting for these times here.
Final results for the 400-yard freestyle to help finish it out.
As we hear a cheer from one of the other teams here.
Congratulating them.
All right, results of the 400-yard relay. Third place, Centennial. Second place, Widefield. And first place, Public Centennial.
And so in third and first place, Centennial. Great way to finish out in this pool. Very exciting way to take home some points too. And honestly, we'll have to try and get the final results, because Centennial did a really good job of having a lot of girls place. A lot of girls put up great times. And so I think they definitely might have had a chance here tonight to get a win.
Yes. St. Mary's was pretty strong, but again, as a small team, it is hard to
get those points.
Be able to get those points, especially for the relays. But I know that St. Mary's came out, and those girls did a great job, and so did our Widefield girls.
As you see, a nice little chant here from all the Centennial girls.
Let's see if they, I don't know, does Coach Camille get wet tonight?
Let's see if someone takes their opportunity to push her in. She's standing next to the pool.
No, she's got it.
Let's see if anyone gets
Y'all
her.
better take it.
I don't know if these girls are planning on taking her in tonight.
I don't know.
It's their final chance, though. Only time.
They should all jump in together, I think.
All right. Results of this double duel that we had this evening. Okay. We had Centennial versus St. Mary's. Centennial with a total score of 61 and St. Mary's with a total score of 45. Then we had St. Mary's against Widefield.
So Centennial won against St. Mary's.
48.
61 and
Widefield with
44.
a total score of 40. And Centennial versus Widefield. And there we have Centennial with a total score of 79 and Widefield with a total score of 30.
And so Centennial taking home this win here tonight between both schools.
Up, there they go.
And there they all go into the pool.
Coach is pushing him in. Oh, she got in. Yes.
And everyone diving in. Yes. Oh, there they all go. And what a fun moment here for these girls and this team.
Yes.
As everyone dives in, what a moment here tonight. Glad to see these Bulldogs take home the win for their final time here in this pool. As you can see, all the emotions, all the happiness coming over these girls. As they got the entire coaching staff in.
Yes, they did.
And all the girls, they got pretty much everyone.
All right. Yep. Super
Oh, there she goes.
Enjoy it, ladies.
What a fun moment for these girls.
There they go. Oh, we got another
here
view.
We get a little replay.
Some willingly going in.
Some unwillingly joining.
Normally, if you fight it too hard, you get hurt. You might as well just do it.
As there we see Camille going in. Well, a great job from all these girls tonight.
Get some last pictures.
As I believe we're going to pull one or two of these girls out for a last-minute interview once they get these pictures in, so stick around for that. And from everyone at Bulldog TV, we're going to take a short break here while these girls enjoy their last couple minutes. But stick around for the post-game interviews. We'll see you right back. And welcome back, Bulldogs, to the 2023 Bulldog presentation of Girls Swimming. We're here after the girls last dip into the pool. Very fun to see it. And Mason Medina, our sideline reporter, he's got Brielle Baca down there with him. So Mason, go ahead and take it away from us.
Good evening, Centennial Bulldog. Good evening, Centennial Bulldogs. Our final swimming again for Centennial. This is our last time ever in this pool. Brielle, as a senior swimmer, this is your first time swimming. Is there any lasting impacts that you wanted to make or any goals that you felt that you made this year?
Oh my gosh, just being able to have an amazing team and bond with all these girls. I absolutely love every single one of them, including my coaches, Camille and then Jen. And
alrighty, Brielle. Coaches this year, any shout-outs you'd like to make to them? Any like specific comments about how they might have helped you throughout this year as your first year as a swimmer?
oh my gosh, yes, big shout out to Coach Camille and Coach Jen. They've helped me just overcome all of the setbacks that I've had and just be a positive motivator for me, for sure.
Alrighty, Bulldogs. Now, as you know, this is our last year in the pool before our school gets demolished. So, as a final reminder for Bulldog TV, there's one last thing we'd like to do. Alright, are you ready? Alright, dogs, stay classy, Bulldogs.
Oh, how much fun down there from Mason Medina, Brielle Baca. Very fun to see as we see our sideline reporter getting a little wet.
Getting in on the fun and the traditions of the Centennial Pool.
And how much fun. Here's a little instant replay here as Brielle drags them in. Oh, and a big splash there. How much fun. Very cool to see. Glad that Mason was able to join in on the traditions down there. And from everyone at Bulldog TV, we're going to take a short break here before our final outro. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll be right back after this. Miss Strobel out here in the pool after a great Bulldogs victory. Miss Strobel, any closing thoughts for us here tonight?
Man, I just loved the energy, the excitement, the competition. These girls were on fire tonight, and it is like the best way to send out this pool. I'm so proud of them, so proud of Bulldog TV. It's been fantastic, and yeah.
Well, we're glad we were able to bring it here tonight. Great job to all the girls swimmers and everything. And great final match here in this pool, so very exciting. And from everyone at Bulldog TV, we'd like to thank you guys for watching tonight. Anything else?
I don't think so. Come out, support the girls Bulldogs on the 18th. Check out the website. And Bulldog traditions aren't going to die.
And I'm Dylan Larson.
I'm Mrs. Strobel.
And we'll see you guys next time.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Bulldog TV for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Bulldog TV's consent is prohibited.